Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, David. I hope you're all having a great Christmas break. Today, we're diving into some more Star Wars Battlefront 2 news, and we have received news from an unknown Reddit user who actually deleted his post after he posted this, but I still have the news for you guys. So basically, what this Reddit user says is that we will be getting a new DLC that will contain Anakin, Count Dooku, the planet Mustafar, and Anakin's ship from the Clone Wars known as the Twighlight. He also goes on to say that we could be seeing this DLC in February, which is kind of unreliable sounding because February is a very close date to get all of this out. Anakin, Dooku, Mustafar, and a new hero ship. So this could be unreliable. So just remember, guys, take everything that I say with a grain of salt because this is an unknown Reddit user, first of all. And second of all, he deleted his post, so we don't know why he deleted his post. It might have just been so that if this is not actually going to happen, then he isn't going to take as much of the blame for it. No one really knows why he deleted his post, but he did post this at one time, and it's news, so that's why I'm going over it. So we could be getting this. It's very unlikely, but this is news, so I'm getting this out to you guys. But remember, just take everything I say with a grain of salt. We could be getting this. We may not. I hope we are, but I mean, no one really knows at this point. Taking a look at the supposed abilities of the two heroes, starting off with Anakin Skywalker, he would obviously have his blue lightsaber, and then in terms of his abilities, he would have a Force Lift, which would be kind of like Darth Maul's Force Choke, but it wouldn't be a choke. He would probably just lift the person up and then throw them. He also has an ability called Reckless, which increases his damage output and lessens the amount of damage that he takes. So this would be kind of like Darth Vader's ability, where he can take less damage but output more damage. And then his final ability is called Force Swing, which is kind of like a shoulder charge, so kind of like Han Solo's shoulder charge, but with a lightsaber, so it would be more like Rey's shoulder charge. So I think these are definitely very interesting abilities for Anakin, but they also seem kind of like cookie cutter abilities from the other heroes, where like Darth Maul's Force Choke is kind of like the Force Lift, Reckless is like Darth Vader's ability, and then the Force Swing is kind of like Rey's shoulder charge. So I'm not sure if any of this is completely true or not, guys. Remember to take all this with a grain of salt. This Reddit user could have just made up these abilities. No one really knows. Taking a look at Count Dooku, he would obviously have his red lightsaber with the curved hilt, which probably wouldn't change gameplay at all. It's just an interesting thing to bring up. But in terms of his abilities, he has a stun ability, which would be a lot like Emperor Palpatine's electrocute ability, where it just stuns opponents. He would have a lightning push ability, which I think is definitely the coolest ability that he has. So it would be kind of like Darth Maul's Force Choke, but it would have lightning involved. So basically it's the same thing, but with lightning. And then his final ability is kind of odd. It's a dash and blind ability. We don't have an official name for this one. Technically, we don't have official names for any of these, but I mean, this isn't like... I'd assume that if this ability is introduced into the game, it wouldn't be called Dash and Blind. That's just like a boring name. But apparently that is what it will do. He'll dash by your opponent and then blind them. We never see him do this in any of the movies as far as I can remember. So I'm not sure where this ability is derived from. But yeah, these are Count Dooku's abilities. Remember, take all this with a grain of salt. He could have just taken the lightning push from Darth Maul's Force Choke and added lightning. He could have taken the stun from Palpatine and the dash and blind. I don't know where he could have taken that from. As for Mustafar and Anakin's ship, the Twighlight, we don't know anything about these, although, like, Mustafar, like, we know what that is. It's the lava planet, obviously. And then the Twighlight, we haven't heard anything about abilities, weapons, or anything regarding the Twighlight, and we don't know the location on Mustafar. Would it be like Vader's castle? I would assume not, since that hadn't been made at the time these heroes were around, but that would definitely be very interesting to be able to play on Vader's castle. But yeah, that's basically what we were told about that could be in this upcoming DLC coming out in February, which again is extremely early to be getting all of this stuff out. So remember, guys, take all this with a grain of salt. I don't want to say that this Reddit user is unreliable, but he seems pretty unreliable because he deleted his post and all of this stuff that's been going on, seeming to have cookie cutter abilities for the heroes and just stuff like that. So what do you guys think about this? Please let me know in the comment section below. And let me know what location on Mustafar you guys would want to play on. And that's going to end this video out. Please like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more Battlefront 2 news and Battlefront 2 gaming. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.